Well, my producer, my boss is going to bring on the guest, the artist of the week. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm looking at you. God,
Okay.
Let me be the artist. I'm licking sweet. Everybody, he wants to cover me.
Kobame? What's that?
Can you see that, my
kobame?
mouth is moving?
What's that kobame? I don't understand what that means. Kobame. Anyway,
Yes, we have our artist of the week, Doctor.
yes.
Doctor, no, it's not a medical doctor, but, honor to whom honor is due.
Yes.
Dr. Damola Adegboye. Right? I hope I got that right.
Oh, yes, you did.
Adegboye. Wow.
Thank you for coming, sir. You're welcome, sir. I don't understand your own waka.
What happened again?
He was a lecturer.
Yes.
Were you lecturing in comedy? No. You were a lecturer of a... What were you lecturing?
Okay, so I used to teach political science.
I see it here. I just want you to say it in your own mouth.
I can imagine that his classes were so funny.
I believe so.
They were so funny that, he couldn't just get anything in. And then he decided, you know what? I think I can do something.
Let's ask his student. What did your students say about your lecture classes?
Well, the most important thing was for them to pass. So, But before I started lecturing, I had always done comedy.
Oh, okay.
As a student, then I started anchoring events and doing comedy after graduation, even before then. But then it became official after graduation, and then lecturing came, so I did it.
Dayo, I want to put it to him that he cobalized a lot of people.
How?
Because they will be saying, far away. No, this playful guy, if you far away, this guy that is playful is comedy. If you don't study, he will come and make you laugh. Then he will go and study the secrets and he will be passing.
well, people used to say that, but I tried to be there for everybody before exams. But then, I've attended boring classes. Or I attended boring classes. I've attended a few of them.
Boring?
Yeah, yes.
And then you made the people laugh.
So when I had the opportunity to lecture, I said it to myself that...
Oh, I see where you're coming from.
That my classes will not be boring.
Never be boring, yeah.
Yes, the message was always passed, but then it was always laced with humor, so that the students will understand, they won't forget. And,
was that the motivation to becoming a lecturer?
Well, what actually prompted me to go into lecturing was because, one, it came as a result of the fact that the university absorbed those of us that graduated with first class from that university.
Now that's an opportunity to announce yourself, ladies and gentlemen.
That was not the intention.
Ladies
but
and gentlemen.
You told me what prompted it. But then, so that was why that was a major reason why I went into it. And I've always loved teaching. While I was a student, I was always taking tutorials and teaching other students while I was a student. So when this came, I felt it was a good opportunity, one, to give back to my university, two, to do something that I really love, and three, to explore that side of career.
Where did you lecture?
I lectured at Osun State University.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I did that for 6 years.
Is that where you're from?
I'm from Osun State, yes.
So you're giving back?
Well, it was a very great privilege for me to go back there to lecture. And I also saw it as an opportunity to say thank you to the university for helping me grow in that area of life. Yeah. Okay. But I did that for 6 years, and yeah.
So, but the academics would not leave you, or you would not leave academics.
Yeah, truly, it's an integral part of me because I like the classroom, I like teaching, I like academic conversations, and that's why I continued the PhD I started, and I made sure I finished. That's why I finished, and that's why.
So how were you able to marry, the two, being a comedian and then,
I don't think one disturbs the other, or one disturbed the other. One disturbs the other. Comedy, MC is on one side. Academics is something that you can always do on the other side. You know, after anchoring events, after cracking jokes, I go home, I sit down with my thesis, I get my job done before I sleep, and you know, I just continued like that. It was a long journey. It wasn't a journey that started in 1 year or 2 years. I mean, the journey started maybe 20. I embarked on my PhD journey maybe 2018, 17, 18 or so. You know, I started off in a school, I stopped, I started off afresh, you know, so it was a long journey. It wasn't something that I just, you know, picked up and finished up in 1 week. No, it's been a journey.
There must be some kind of complementary value for each other. Because I remember a good number of times, of course, you know Alibaba had said that, you know, one of the reasons he did spontaneity was to check for those who had something up their brains. And he's also said, and you have also said the same thing before, that reading helps, you know, the project, the comedy thing, right?
Yes. So another thing I was trying to do was also to prove a point that comedians are not
dropouts.
Just basic people.
Yeah, or basic people, yes.
You know, the capacity to make people laugh alone requires a very special skill. I don't know your state of mind, how you feel, your emotional stability, if you are happy at the moment. And I've been able to crack the code to make you laugh even despite meeting you for the first time. It requires skill. It requires a dimension of, you know, cognitive excellence. And so, you know, adding academic capacity or adding academic excellence to that will just, you know, make a difference. And I'm not the first person to occupy this particular or to have this kind of an achievement. Ellen Paul is one of them. Yeah. Simply Sakai is one of them, even though he doesn't do stand-up. But, you know, he's... Oh, really? Yeah, yes, he has a PhD too. And I'm very sure there are so many others. So, basically, it's just to show the world that comedians can be highly cerebral. I'm not the only one that a lot of us are graduates, a lot of us have master's degrees, a lot of us are doing so many other things that are, you know, that are mentally stimulating and worthy of appreciation. So
I think maybe it's nowadays that, you know, that's working, or perhaps is for some others, not you, to prove another point. And if I go to my father and I say I want to marry this fellow, he says, "Oh, what does he do?" And he says, "Oh, I'm a comedian." And my father will say, "Oh,
you know,
so do you understand? But if you go to that level, oh, sorry, he's not just any comedian. He has a PhD in this.
From even having a PhD.
I'm just saying that he's learned, he's well educated. He's not, you know, I mean, he's not just a secondary school goer who didn't know what to do and then became a comedian. He went to university. He has a master's degree. He has PhD. Then the father will look at you and say, "Oh, okay, really? That's my kind of person."
You know, over the years, we have evolved.
Yeah.
We have grown beyond academic capacities now, or beyond certifications. This job is a noble profession. When, as a master of ceremonies, you stand in front of distinguished personalities to speak, to make them laugh, it is noble. You are an embodiment of an entire organization that puts their brand in your hands to project it. You understand? As a master of ceremonies or as a stand-up comedian. So as far as I'm concerned, and as far as it is, it's a very big deal.
But I don't know, I started to think when the two married each other, master of ceremony and comedian, I thought they were separate professions.
They are two different things, but it's possible to embody both.
Yeah.
You know, when you are a master of ceremonies and you are also a stand-up comedian, it's possible to combine both. It's also possible to just be to be a stand-up comedian. It's also possible to be a master of ceremonies. So you can either be a master of ceremonies alone, a stand-up comedian alone, or both master of ceremonies and stand-up comedian. All of them are unique in their own right.
I hope you bill for the two. When they ask you as a comedian, also be our master of ceremonies, say,
it's just like an icing on the cake. You know, but then if I'm a comedian, if I'm invited to anchor an event and there is an invited comedian,
yes,
you know, I will just be a master of ceremonies.
Certainly.
In between, I may, you know, I may bring in some humor, but then I allow the comedian to do his job.
But if they ask you to perform both roles,
oh yes, absolutely.
You bill separately.
Yes, it's not going to be written.
No,
it's not going to be written.
But it will be known.
But it will be known. It will be known that there are two different things. But most of the time, the reason why they reach out to some of us is because, you know, they just feel
it's just easier.
You can switch.
Yeah.
You know, where necessary, bring in humor, and then go back to seriousness, and then.
Okay.
I've always believed that entertainment must carry the one value, either of informing or of educating. But many people just think that entertainment is just for the fun of it. Where do you stand?
A combination of informing and educating. It's not, entertainment is, yes, it's fun, eventually. But beyond that, there is a lot of work that is put into that creative material that you may consider fun. You know, for a musician, for example, you have to get your lyrics right. You have to get your sound right. You have to get the message that you're trying to pass right before it is accepted first, and before you can find fun in it. As a comedian, you need to be sure of the story you are telling. You need to find the humor in it. You need to find the message it is passing, and if it is just for fun or for education. There are some comedians that when you are done listening to them, it's like it's either you were motivated, or you got more knowledge, or you just laughed, or you got new insights into a particular thing. A lot of them do a lot of research, and if I have my way, I can mention a few names. They have that niche.
Go ahead.
You know, if you listen to somebody like Forever, for example, Forever is not just a comedian. His jokes carry messages. If you listen to somebody like Ovi Godwin, for example, Ovi Godwin is educative. It gives you a sense of, as you're listening to him, you have a sense of history. You know, it goes deep into the archives to bring in humor or to bring out humor. If you listen to somebody like maybe The Stalker is a motivator. As you are listening to him, you are laughing. It's very funny, but as you are laughing, it's passing messages. So, and there are so many of us like that. For me, my own approach is I give you a chronological overview of issues. I break it down from a small matter, and I try to magnify it so that you just go through that journey, and eventually you're having fun. But it's a lot of work. You get informed, you get entertained, and you also have fun eventually. So it's a combination of everything.
Education, entertainment, and information. Okay. Many of your colleagues do one show or the other.
Oh, yes.
What are we expecting from Damola this year?
I'm having my comedy special. I'm having my comedy show at a hotel on the 30th of August, 2026. Wow. Okay. It's a comedy show that is family-oriented. I do family-oriented jokes. I don't do anything that will make anybody uncomfortable. And everybody that is going to be performing will also be doing similar jokes, similar style of comedy, where people can come with their family, sit down, enjoy good comedy, enjoy good music in a beautiful atmosphere, network, and have a good time. So it's happening at a hotel on the 30th of August, 2026. I'm going to be doing comedy for a long time, and we are going to have some music, a lot of other comedians, and other entertainment expressions.
We will be sending the invoice to you from the.
I will appreciate the soft copy. I will appreciate the
soft copy. For those who want to get in to comedy and they have no idea where to start, the first leg to take, who consider themselves domestically funny. But
not internationally funny.
Domestic, not
originally funny,
naturally funny.
Naturally, okay.
But not that they were produced in the factory. What would be your advice?
Well, I think you should start with your local environment to test waters. It's okay to be a raw talent. As you grow, you get refined. For me, I started I started testing jokes in my sitting room with my siblings and parents. I'll just say something, listen to their reaction. Okay, this is not bad. I go to the classroom among my friends. I try it. So I had some jokes in my head because I just believed they were very funny, because I had tested them among the people around me. So when I had the opportunity to express myself in church or in one small gathering, I'll just test those things, and they worked. So I advise people like that to just test, just enjoy your local environment, build capacity there, and also volunteer, especially in your school, in your church, on your religion, in your small associations. Okay, I can do this thing for free. Just listen to me, hear me out. As you are doing all that, you are building capacity. People are watching and people are taking note. Eventually, somebody will just believe in you and say, "Do you know what? Come and do my wedding." I did the first wedding I did years ago. I can't remember, but I can't recognize the couple, but they are still in me. They're still in me.
But the couple recognize.
No worry, they recognize.
They recognize it and say,
they're still owing you 1, 2.
1, 2, yes.
What the?
Yes.
1,200 naira.
I can't remember them.
Thank you so much for your time this morning. Dr. Damola Adegboye.
Thank you.
Who has had a stellar academic pedigree, graduate of political science from Osun State University, first class, and retained as a lecturer. And now he's a PhD holder in still political science?
Yes, political science. I would have stopped lecturing.
You in which political party?
No, I'm just a philosopher from a distance, watching and analyzing.
Watching and analyzing.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
And thank you at home for staying the course, Sunrise.
And wherever else you are, you could be on a bus right now or in traffic, wherever you are. You could have gone to visit someone in the hospital. It's okay. Yeah, we know. Yeah. Thank you very much for your time. Don't look at me like that. It's possible. And you could also be in the ladies.
Oh, God.
Have a wonderful rest of your weekend.
See you next week.
I'm Ayobakiri.
I don't know what he's talking about.